Shalom, Kahala, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Wahab, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you. I can is pushing this word, the truth and sincerity. All right. This what I want to go into is going into how we're seeing what's folding up to what's going to manifest into the coming of the day of the Lord. All right. With the election just going on now, with the voting. They started on November 3rd. This is November 5th. You know, Elder Ariala here in the Dallas County, you know, he put in reference to that movie being November. Remember the 5th of November, right? So this is something that we're gonna see what's gonna manifest today. You know, I ain't, you know, me personally, I'm not saying we don't know what's gonna happen today, but do know that it's gonna be a big shakeup. It look like Biden might end up pulling off the victory, but then if they say Trump win, it's going to be a big old, it's a big bunch of confusion. This is Babylon the Great, okay? And with all this that's happening, our people are looking, you know, you have people, our people, which I'm saying, our people, I'm talking about the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is the true nation of Israel, okay? And how do we know this? You can look at the prophecy through the scriptures and see who links up with those prophecies. All right, you do have to put the apocrypha in there because the apocrypha goes into what do apocrypha mean? It meaning hidden. So when you have to go into that holds a lot of things. It holds going into they say that one of the greatest generals ever, Alexander of the Macedonian, Chitum, which is he was he was a Grecian, okay? He was actually like the first king of Greece, you know, because he swiftly took over the known world at the time, okay? This is in the Apocrypha, okay? This is something that people don't want to point out, or they don't want to address, or just they say, you know, oh, that's not, you know, like the Elder Yatazak here in Dallas said, not, how you say, chronological, however you say it, it's not a part of the, you know what I'm saying, the actual true scriptures, but it is, you know. Look at Yahweh Shai. I want to say that is around John 16 where it referred to him being at the Feast of Dedication, and then where do you find that at? In the Apocrypha, right? So there are things that you have to look at, because you have to eat the whole roll, as it says, the Lord told Ezekiel. Okay, and our Lord is Yahweh. That's the omnipotent power. Yahweh is his name. Yahweh meaning Yahi, Yahweh meaning he is. Okay, or he exists, or you could say the Son is Yahweh Shai. He is. He's what? The Messiah. He's our deliverer. He is. Okay, he is salvation. Yahweh Shai. Right. So. You have to know the name of the Lord, you know, and to know what's coming. You know, that's a part of the new song, the name of the Most High. Okay, and the Son. This is the part of the new song. And who will be singing the new song? Those will be the saints. Okay, the elect of Israel. Okay, those 144,000 that you read about in Revelation 14. This is. But not to digress, we're going to what's coming, what this bringing about, the day of the Lord. All right, this is Amos 5:18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord." Now, when you look at these Christians, are they desiring the day of the Lord? No, they're looking for continual prosperity here in Babylon the Great, which is AKA the United States of America. Okay, which is recently, well, I ain't say recently, but right now it's being it's divided. Okay, it's divided like a pie. All right. So it's saying, "Woe to you to desire the day of the Lord." Who's desiring the day of the Lord? Okay, the true man is actually living and desiring the day of the Lord, but living in fear of the Lord. That's the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's the elect. Okay. Lord willing, like I say, we here at GMS, okay, we'll be making up that 144,000 along, like I say, with brothers that are scattered, because we are scattered amongst, and you're gonna have people that's gonna be looking up to basically they're gonna be delivered and at that last hour or that last second, how you want to say it, because the day into the Lord is 1,000 years to us. Okay, one day into the Lord. But like I say, the Christians, are they gonna be they desire the day of the Lord? They may say, yes, we can't wait to see the Lord. But do you really want to see the day of the Lord? Do you really want to see that? That's why he's saying woe. What does woe mean? Destruction. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. What and to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. So the day of the Lord, and that's capital letters, that's Yahweh, which is the Most High. And he's going to give Yahweh Shai the signal when it's time to come and basically bring Babylon the Great, because that covers the whole world, Babylon the Great. Because it starts in America, which is the power which is going to be brought down. But he's going to come and basically bring forth Yahweh Shai is going to come and cover the whole earth. Okay? That fathership, every eye is going to see it. Okay? All the millions upon millions of angels, all of the UFOs that you're starting to see out in the skies more and more, they're going to become more and more visual. They're going to just come up here, and it's going to be like a shaking, right? Are you ready for that? Okay? Are you looking for the day of the Lord when all this is about to happen? What's going to come up before the nukes? Martial law. Martial law is going to come about. Okay? You're going to have famine, pestilence. Okay? It's going to be, when you have a lot of people that's not eating, it's going to be, I got to do something to get something to eat. Millions and millions of people are not working. Okay? They're getting a little government assistance possibly here and there, but eventually all this is going to come to cease. And it's going to be more and more chaos. Look at what's going on now. You have people waiting to pop off on either side. Democrats and Republicans. If you ain't with Donald Trump, it's like it. You ain't with Donald Trump, then you through, you know? Or like I said, the other side, all right? You have the other side. If you're with Donald Trump, you're through. Like I said, you have people that has Jake, these women, a video that she actually let her sister actually go. You know what I'm saying? F my sister, this and that. Pushed her out the house. You know, I ain't say push it literally, but basically get out, you know. You voted for Trump, I'm through with you. You see what's going on here? This is going to be a lot of turmoil. And is the Christians welcoming in that? No, they're welcoming, hey, let's find some kind of way after this voting, let's find some kind of way to make peace and love everybody. Hey, matter of fact, I'm going to give you. This is Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes. That's what I'm trying to get, because, like you say, it's a time for everything. And what time are we in? If I can turn to it, there you go. Oh, the Bible, Salaki. This is Sirach. Ecclesiastes. Okay. 3. Ecclesiastes 3. All right. It says, to every thing there is a season. So everything there is a season. There's a season for when to plant something, when not to plant something. There's a season when to go hunting, when not to go hunting. There's a season for everything. Season where if you work, it be a season. Hey, this is a season where I travel a lot. You know, inventory. It's a time for everything. Okay, even if you're not in order at home, the Lord has order of what? Of how he wants his movie to flow, how he wants things to go. So it's the timing for everything. This is what it's going into, okay? All right, so it says, there's a season. and a time to every purpose under the heavens. And what's under the heavens? What's under these stars when you look down? The earth. Okay? It's a universe. Okay? As they call it. It says, verse 2, it says, a time to be born and a time to die. You know? It's a time to be born and a time to die. Okay? Now, like you say, the elect looking for their second, to be delivered from the second death, which is what? The thermonuclear destruction. That's going to be World War III. Okay? It says, time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. Okay? So like I said, it's the time to break down and it's the time to build up. That's what's happening right now. Okay? Through all this going on with this election of turmoil and through the preaching of the word, okay? Because the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy pursuant to Revelations, Revelations 19 around the 10th verse. Okay? So, like I said, it is a time, and going back to what it said at the end, it's a time to hold on, let me go back to it. Salakia. It says, it is the time to kill and a time to heal. Okay? Is this the time of healing? No, it's turmoil. It's the time of healing. When what? This world is purified through thermonuclear destruction, and also when the actual kingdom of heaven is come upon earth. That's when it's going to start the time of healing. Okay, so, but before that, you got to be purified from uncleanliness. Okay, because the earth given to the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. Right? It says a time to kill and a time to heal. And right now we're seeing a lot of killing. This is that season. It says a time to break down and a time to build up. And I wanted to go into that because right now the kingdom is going to be translated from one kingdom to another. All right? This is Sirach. All right? So we in Ecclesiastes. And like I say in the scriptures here, all right, in the Old Testament, we got to mess it about. Now I'm going to go to Ecclesiasticus, okay? All right, and this is the 10th chapter 10, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, "Pride is hateful before." I'm going to read it verbatim. Pride is hateful before God and man. And pride is hateful before the Most High. So I'm going to read that again because God is just, God can go into meaning power. Okay? It says, pride is hateful before Yahweh and man. And by both do one commit iniquity. Okay? Do one commit iniquity? And it was said earlier, what is iniquity? Iniquity is that building that sin on top of sin. All right? And what is the sin? The transgression of the law. All right? All right, so it says, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, all right, and injuries got by deceit. All right? So who was the deceiver, like say, to take over the land of America? Think about it. It's so-called white man. In the scriptures, it's another name because they tried to they deceive you, so they had to pull away and push back or help disguise who they were, so they didn't want to keep going as being the sons of Edom. Okay. So they became who? White man. And Elder Malcolm, he mentions that and goes into that around, and I might be totally wrong with the date, 1781 or something like that, but they said we're white now. Because what do white mean? Pure, okay? Okay. Virgin, okay? And when you go into it, like America, say they're innocent in their versions, but they kill and destroy everything that moves. That's the order right upon the beast, because we know America ain't innocent. Lift that skirt up. Right? Isaiah 47 says, sit down, O virgin daughter of Babylon, there is no throne for you. And that's what's being broke down, getting cut down, that throne. Right? So this is back in Sirach 10 and 8. It says, because the unrighteous dealing, injuries got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay? And when you go into looking at this kingdom, who's going to rule what? The planet Earth. Because America, like I said, America, this has never been done. Either the richest or the most powerful empire ever known to man. Okay? And it's going to be a downfall. We're seeing a downfall. Look at the division here. Okay? Look at the division with America. And it's just beautiful because we see the day of the Lord coming about to be to be manifested as we see. But what we're going to go through first, we got to go get the chip got to come into play. So the World War III. So we still moving forward towards the day of the Lord. So you know what I'm saying? And why is the Lord going to come back so angry? Because you touched the apple of his eye. Now we know, you know, through the Spirit that we, and like I say, went through the Spirit because we know through wisdom, knowledge, stability, wisdom and knowledge, stability of our time, okay, and strength of our salvation. Roughly paraphrasing Isaiah 33, but we know through the Scriptures because the Lord put a Spirit upon us, okay, to be humble, receive the word from the apostles, the elders, the teachers. You know what I'm saying? Especially here in GMS who have 100% truth. Okay? So that's what's gonna go down to is we finna see the Lord come back with vengeance because of what you did to the apple of his eye. Alright? And that's where we finna see the translation of this the world, the kingdom. This is Ezekiel 25 verse 12. It says, thus says Yahweh power, because that Edom has dealt against the house of Judah. And the house of Judah was the southern kingdom, okay? We would say the darker nations today over here in the west, okay? Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Because during that time, you know, it's just like seeing a Chinese and a Japanese, you know, and you can't just say I can go through everybody and pick who is who. So you have during the time, like let's say during the time of during the Roman captivity, they didn't know exactly. So who did they say? They just said y'all are all Jews, okay? And you know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. This is, but like I said, it said Edom has dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and has greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Okay? So why the Lord has got to come back and render his anger upon Edom and dealing with Judah? What did he do? He came over on cargo slave ships, okay, all the way to a whole other continent, to the west side of the world. We're going way over here. And we know through the Spirit of the Lord put that on its mind, you know, to do this because for Israel, we've been going off to worship other idols, just doing a lot of wicked shit. We follow our oppressors. We follow whoever these women of these other nations that come upon us, you know, worshiping their gods. But they came all the way over there and did what? They came and killed, captured you, put you all in these boats, how they say, packed up like sardines, brought you all the way over here to the Americas, and what happened? Put you on these farms and different things, and beat, raped, robbed, killed. Because what I'm saying, robbed, yeah, they're robbing you for what they say humanity is. They're robbing you from life. You're being controlled and dealt with like an animal. And that built wealth here, making this the wealthiest world, the wealthiest country ever known to man, which is America. And who controlled all that throughout those years and years? Okay, who controlled that? The so-called white man. That's why you see them Englishmen, them Spaniards, them Frenchmen. All those go back to Esau, Edom. So the Lord seen what He did to the nation of Israel, and He's gonna come back and render anger. Okay, now the 2/3 of our people which is you so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans, 2/3 of Israel keep walking in the same mindset and the oppressed state of mind. The Stockholm Syndrome is gonna go down with the oppressor. Okay, and you can add the other nations with the two. They're just the like you say, the fillers. Like you have the castings, and you have Esau is the Edomites, and you have Jacob, which is the nation of Israel. They're going, you know what I'm saying, they're the main characters, but you other nations have dealt treacherously with the nation of Israel as well, right? But as it says, going into Edom, hey, the Lord got a very personal vendetta with you, okay? It says, verse 13, therefore, thus says Yahweh power, I will stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman and to Dan, and shall fall by the sword. Okay, so, and what's that sword? That's going to be thermonuclear destruction. That's going to be the Lord coming with that fire and that tempest and brimstone with those chariots. Okay, those lasers being hitting like it's showing War of the Worlds, right? And you can read about that in Matthew 10:34, where it says He's coming with a sword. He ain't coming for peace. He's coming with a sword. Roughly paraphrasing. What do a sword do? Divide. He's going to divide. Families are divided now. And what else is he going to divide? He's going to divide. What else do a sword do? It kills. All right. Verse 14. It says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people. Okay? And I always say, if you look, when things really start, who will rouse Judah up? Who's going to rouse them up? So we're seeing now all these small riots and these walks and but it's a continual thing that's happening. Okay. Matthew 24, it said wars, rumors of war. We're seeing all that. So we finna start seeing what else? We're finna start seeing more chaos in the street, especially after when Esau actually come out. These militias after this election and really start giving it to the people. Esau been preparing for years and years, and Jake just want to put on some black comeback boots with some black jeans with pockets and some button downs with he has to use the word with the black during the time of the Black Panthers. Then try to figure out what best cadence to go and march with a gun. And Esau going around actually shooting and getting precise with what they're gonna hit. All right, the sword was given to him. That was his blessing. Pursuant to Genesis 27. All right. And the Lord, that actually he up there crying and pleading like that. And you got to think their father Isaac, he liked it because he was a hunter. He brought venison and things like that, so he gave him a blessing. He was crying like a little bitch. Excuse my language. So he been having that animosity for that long. Just think when you someone that can't forgive someone, can't get over anything, and they go for a few days or a few months. This guy been going on for centuries. What you think he's looking to do to you? Wipe you clean. He don't want no parts of his brother's Jacob's seed walking upon the earth. And who comes from that seed? Yahweh Shai. He sprung up out of Judah. Okay? What is that? Hebrews 14. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is back in here, and I'm going to go ahead and try to close it out. This is Ezekiel 25 and 14, it says, "And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by my hand of my people, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power." Okay, so the Lord is going to use, like you say, Judah's going to be riled up, and we're going to see a lot of things that's about to come down the pipe, come down the chimney. We're going to see martial law, because what do you do when you have the police can't handle the people in the streets? They set up with the military, which they already got some of them out, but this is going to be on a major scale. And what do the military know? We know to bring order. So what they're going to do is get everybody in the house for martial law. Now we got, now the COVID-19 is finna go back up because it's cold. COVID 21, 22, they already mapping out what's else about to come out and hit you. So they're going to shut down more businesses. We got millions of people without no jobs, and it's going to be millions and millions upon millions more. There won't be enough jobs for the people. It's going to be a lot of famine, a lot of killing, a lot of stealing, a lot of rape, robbery. It's going to become like a party for Esau. It's going to be looking like, because Esau, wherever you go, you see death and destruction follows. All right? Yeah. So all this is going to come down the pipe. And then they're going to say, hey, for you to get through this world, get through this life, you need to get this chip. And we can help with your medical stuff. We can help with you a clean slate for you can start getting food in your house. All this is going to happen, okay? Not to mention, like I said before that, the prepping of that for the mark of the beast, what's that going to be? This vaccine that they're getting prepared for COVID-19, 2021, or however they're going to say. So all this is going to happen. So what we got to do? We got to pray. All right? The Lord is coming back for his elect, but we do have to get through and sit out and watch what Esdras saw, all right, what Isaiah saw. You know, they made him sick. We about to see this. We're about to live it, you know. But Lord willing, we just keep pushing. Hope this was edifying. I'd like to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Baha, Kadash. Peace and blessings to the elect. Like I said, the house of David, you know. Bayaf Shal Dawadah. Shalom.